So this is the scope of today's session, which is session 2 of the Intermediate to Advanced Excel Training Workshop. We have created a separate playlist, and after each session, the videos get added to that particular playlist. So today, in order to practice all these topics that are covered, we will be using the sheet called logical function. If you want to take a copy of this particular sheet, you can hold down the control key and move the sheet. So select the sheet, hold down the control key and move the sheet. When you hold down the control key and move the sheet, you get a copy of the sheet. So here you have the copy of the sheet. If I want a copy of this, I'll hold down the control key and make a copy. So here I have copy of logical function 3. So I can use any of these in order to practice. So how do you take a copy of the sheet? Hold down the sheet, hold the control key down and move it either to the left side or to the right side. Now I'm going to zoom the sheet a little and then we're going to start with the if condition. Now if is a Boolean function which returns a value true or false. Now suppose if my condition is fulfilled, it will return the true value, but if my condition is not fulfilled, it will return my false value. So what I am going to do right now is I'm going to begin with an equal to sign. I'm going to write if and I'm going to open the bracket. This will give you a better idea or a closer look at the formula. So the first part of the formula is the logical test. The logical test stands for what are we searching for? The logical test stands for what are we searching for? After that, there is comma as a separator. I repeat, after that, there is comma as a separator. And then there is value if true. Value if true indicates that if the condition or the criteria that I am searching for, if that is fulfilled, the true value will be displayed. But if that criteria or that condition is not fulfilled, then the false value will be displayed, which states value if false. So basically, if you take a closer look at the if condition, there are 3 parts. First is your logical test, which is your criteria or your condition. Then you have your value if true, which is your true value. And then you have the third part of the function or the formula, which is value if false. That is, if your criteria or your condition is not fulfilled, then what will be displayed? These are the 3 parts to the criteria, to the logical test, which is the if condition. Let us write something very, very simple. Let us write something very, very simple. So here I'm going to say if my status is hourly, add travel allowance. So wherever the status is hourly, we would like to provide them with travel allowance. I repeat, if the status is hourly, we will add travel allowance. So begin with an equal to sign, write the if condition, select the first cell just below the label, and since hourly is a text, begin with inverted commas and refer to it. So whenever we are referring to text, we always write it in double inverted commas. And we always take the cell which is just below the label so that when we complete the formulae, we are able to drag the formulae down. I repeat, so that when we complete the formulae, we are able to drag the formulae down. So is equal to E5 and we are looking for hourly, comma. Now when I have used the comma, you will see value if true is highlighted. You will see value if true is highlighted. Value if true suggests that if my criteria or my condition is fulfilled, I repeat, if my criteria or my condition is fulfilled, that means if it is hourly, what would I like to give them? As I said that we will be allotting a bonus. So again, bonus is text, open inverted commas, write bonus, close inverted commas, comma. Now you will see value if false is highlighted. Value if false suggests that suppose my criteria or my condition is not fulfilled. I repeat, suppose my criteria or my condition is not fulfilled, then what will be displayed? If I would like a hyphen to be displayed, hyphen is also text, so it will be in inverted comma. Close the bracket, hit enter. And here, since this is hourly and my criteria or my condition is fulfilled, you can see bonus. Come to the corner of the cell, double click, and here you will see wherever it is not bonus, you will see a hyphen. Wherever it is not bonus, you will see a hyphen. I'm going to copy paste this criteria in the chat box or my condition, and I'm going to repeat it one more time. I wanted to ask you all that I hope you all are following as I explain along, because I do understand that probably I have a different accent as opposed to what you are used to hearing. So just in case you want me to slow down my pace of speaking, or if you want me to emphasize on words a little more for further clarity so that you all can understand, please do let me know. I'm going to repeat this one more time and probably you could follow along and try it. So we are going to try out the if condition. Let us begin with the equal to sign. Every function or formulae begins with an equal to sign. Write the name of the function followed by opening the bracket. Now here you can see logical test is highlighted. So is equal to if, open bracket, and the logical test is highlighted. Select the first value just below the label, which is hourly. Use the equal to sign and into inverted commas, write hourly. Close the inverted comma. Comma. Now you will see value if true is highlighted. Now you will see value if true is highlighted. Now, if the value is true or if it is true value, what will be displayed? If the value is true, what will be displayed? So, if the value is fulfilled, I would like to allot a bonus. So, I will again use the inverted commas, write the text bonus, close the inverted commas, comma again. Now you will see value if false. That means if my criteria or my condition is not fulfilled, then what will be displayed? If my criteria or my condition is not fulfilled. So if my criteria or my condition is not fulfilled, I would like to show a hyphen. I would like to show a dash. So open inverted commas, hyphen, close inverted commas, and close the bracket. Hit enter, and here you will see that I have completed the function or the formula. Come to the corner. In order to drag the formula down or to copy it to the remaining range of cells, we will either drag it or we will double click and it will complete it till the end. Now these formulas, we have used cell referencing. What I mean is we have referred to cells. So if I go to half time here and I convert it to hourly, you will see immediately that the hyphen here is replaced by the text bonus. So at any given time, if you make a change in the cells where you have applied the formula and given cell reference, you will automatically see that it is completing the function or the formula. Can everyone please try this? And then let me know in the chat box. Okay, perfect. Now let us go ahead with another example. This time I'm going to look at the number of years worked. I'm going to say if the number of years worked is more than 20 years, I am going to give them a incentive. So if they have worked more than 20 years, so more than 20 incentives. Okay. As of now, I'm only using text, okay, in the true value. So let me show you how to do this. Begin with an equal to sign, write the if condition, open the bracket. Begin with the equal to sign, write the if condition, open the bracket. Select the number of years worked, the first cell just below the label, and I'm going to say greater than 20. This is my criteria or my condition. That means if the number of years worked is more than 20. I repeat, if the number of years worked is more than 20. If the number of years worked is more than 20, comma, value if true. Value if true suggests if this particular criteria or this particular condition is fulfilled, what will be displayed? So there are two possibilities. Either they have worked more than 20 years or they have worked less than 20 years. If they have worked more than 20 years, then I would like to show incentive. So for true value, I will open inverted commas, write incentive, close inverted commas, comma. For false value, I will show an empty cell. Now, in order to show an empty cell or in order to display an empty cell, we open inverted commas, we take a space bar for one character space, and we close inverted comma, close the bracket. So there are two possibilities. Either the number of years worked is more than 20 years or the number of years worked is less than 20 years. If it is more than 20 years, the true value is incentive. If it is less than 20 years, then it is an empty cell. Hit enter, and here come to the corner, double click, and you can see the value. I'm going to copy paste this in the chat box so that you all can try it. In the next one, In the next one, what I'm going to do is, in the next one, I'm going to look for salaries which are less than 30,000. In the next example, I'm going to consider salary values less than 30,000. Now, if the salary is less than 30,000, rather than giving text, I am going to give them a bonus of 5.2%. So that means if their salary is less than 30,000, I'm going to add a bonus of 5.2% of the salary to the salary. So this one is a little different. Please have a look. Begin with an equal to sign. Write the if condition. Open the bracket. Select the first cell just below the label of the salary and say less than 30,000. Comma. This is your logical test, that is your criteria or your condition. This is your logical test, that is your criteria or your condition. Now we have value if true. Now in this scenario, for value if true, we will be giving a bonus of 5.2%. I repeat, we will be giving a bonus of 5.2%. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take the salary. So refer to the salary multiplied by 5.2%. So this is 5.2% of the salary. I've got it with this formula. To this, I will add the salary. So they will get their basic salary plus in addition to that, they are going to get 5.2% of their salary added to the salary. So if their salary is 25,000, it is below 30,000. So they will get 25,000 plus 5.2% of 25,000 will be added to the salary amount. Comma, and in order to display false value, I want to show a hyphen. So open quotes, hyphen, close quotes, close bracket. So here you will see a formulae. So here the salary is 8,000 something. Can you see the bonus has been added? So wherever the salary value is less than 30,000, you will see bonus being added. And as soon as you go into the bracket where it exceeds 30,000, you will see a hyphen. I'm going to copy paste this in the chat box, but I'm going to repeat this one more time. So let me show you. Begin with an equal to sign. Write if, open bracket. First, select the salary cell, which is just below the label. Less than 30,000. So we are looking only for salary values which are below the 30,000 bracket. Comma, value if true stands for if your criteria or your condition is fulfilled. That means if it is true, then what will be displayed? So if my criteria or my condition is fulfilled, then what will be my true value? My true value will be a bonus of 5.2%. Okay. So I'm going to take the salary multiplied by 5.2% plus salary. Take the salary multiplied by 5.2% plus the salary. Comma, value if false. If the criteria or the condition is not fulfilled. I repeat, if the criteria or the condition is not fulfilled, then I want to show empty cell. So open quotes, space bar, close quotes. Open quotes, space bar, close quotes will give me an empty cell. And here I will get the answer because these values are below 30,000. In order to copy the formulae, I will go to the corner, double click, and as I scroll through the range, I will see empty cells where the salary value exceeds 30,000. Please try this. Please try this and let me know in the chat box. Please try this and let me know. Okay. Now in this one, I'm going to do something a little different. Here we added a bonus of 5.2%. Here we have added a bonus of 5.2%. But in this one, we are going to deduct 9.3% as tax. What are we going to do? We are going to deduct 9.3% as tax. So if the salary value exceeds or is more than 50,000, if the salary value is more than 50,000, then we want to deduct 9.3% as a tax. The methodology will remain exactly the same. I will take you through it. But instead of adding 5.2%, we are going to minus. So is equal to if, open bracket, select the salary greater than 50,000. So we are looking for salaries more than 50,000, comma. Value if true. So what is the true value? The true value will be, we are going to deduct 9.3 as the tax. So select the salary, multiply it by 9.3%. So what we are going to do is, we are going to take away this from the salary. What we are going to do here is, we are going to minus this from the salary. So what we are going to do, we are going to first take the salary and then we are going to minus 9.3 from the salary. So we are going to take the salary, which is H5. We are going to take the salary, which is H5, minus 9.3% into salary. So what we are going to do? So we are going to do, if it is greater than 50,000, we are going to deduct 9.3% from it like a tax. When the salary exceeds 50,000. Otherwise, we are going to do an NA. So open inverted commas, NA and close inverted commas, enter. Now here the salary is less than 50,000. So you'll see NA in the beginning. And as we scroll down and go towards the end, you will see the reduction in the salary amount due to the deduction of 9.3% as tax. So here what we are going to do is, we are going to take away 9.3% from the salary. Please try this one out. If you all would like me to repeat any of these, let me know. Now, these formulas are laying the basis for conditional formatting using a formulae. These formulas are laying the basis for conditional formatting using a formulae. Let me know when you'll complete the formula, everyone. Let me know when you'll complete these formulas. We can go ahead then. I want you all to try this question on your own. If the department is quality assurance, 4.3% bonus to the salary. Please try this question. If the department is quality assurance, then 4.3% bonus to the salary. I've given you all a question, everyone. Please try it. And once you all try it, copy paste the formula in the chat box. I want to check the formula. Let me know once you'll complete this, everyone. I will try this out for those who have completed it. You can check your answer. And then I will give you one last question in this series before we proceed. We'll begin with an equal to sign if open bracket. Select the cell, the first cell just below the label. And you can write quality assurance in the bracket. Close the inverted commas. Now, if you do not want to write in the bracket quality assurance, you would like to give a reference, then I suggest copy the text. Then I suggest copy the text externally and paste it in a cell. Then what you will do is you will write is equal to if condition, open the bracket. Select the department is equal to refer to the cell. Now, when you refer to this particular cell, which is your quality assurance cell, which you have written externally, and you do not want the reference to change. I repeat, you do not want the reference to change. For the cell P2, you will lock P2 with a dollar sign. So you will put $P, $2 or use the keyboard shortcut F4 to lock the cell. When you lock the cell, what happens is, when you lock the cell, when you drag the formula down, it will look in column D. And in column D, it will look at D6, D7, D8, D9. But in every scenario, it will only be referring to the cell P2, comma, value if true. That means if your criteria or your condition is fulfilled, then what would you like to show as true value? If your criteria or your condition is fulfilled, then what would you like to show as true value? So here, for true value, I need to show a bonus. So I will go to the first cell of the salary, multiplied by 4.3% and add the salary to it. 4.3% and add the salary to it. Comma. What will you show for false value? Hyphen, open quotes, hyphen, close quotes. Close bracket, hit enter. Come to the corner of the cell, double click and your formula gets completed. Yes, correct. Perfect. Thank you for sharing the formula. So in this manner, you can give an external reference also if you would like to use it in your formula. I repeat, you can give an external reference also if you would like to use it in your formula. I would like you all to try out this example with the external reference, everyone, before we proceed. Please try the example with the external reference before we proceed, everyone. Write it in an external cell and use dollar sign to lock it. I'm copy pasting this scenario also in chat box. Let me know when you're complete so that we can go ahead with conditional formatting. Okay, let us begin with conditional formatting. Now, what is conditional formatting? Conditional formatting, as the name suggests, is made up of two things. Conditional formatting. That means there is formatting, that is coloring, borders, highlighting, correct? And it is based on a criteria or a condition. What does conditional formatting stand for? Conditional formatting stands for formatting of a condition or formatting of data based on a criteria or a condition. So here, conditional formatting stands for formatting of data based on a criteria or a condition. So there are two parts which we look for. First, we look for the criteria or the condition based on what we want to highlight. And second, you choose your color combination, your fill, your stroke, or your text color in terms of formatting of your cells. So the first thing which we are going to do is we are going to select the data. So I'm going to select the salary column, Control Shift and down arrow key to select the entire data. And here I'm going to use this conditional formatting and I'm going to highlight cells. Now, the first thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight cells which are greater than. So I'm going to format the data which is greater than. So that means the coloring will be applied only if it is greater than 40,000. So if it is greater than 40,000, then it will apply the condition, else it will not apply the condition. So click on highlight cell rules, greater than, click on it, and here write 40,000. So here what will happen, as soon as I write the number 40,000, and if I scroll through the data, you will see that some of the cells are colored. Which are the cells which are colored? The ones which have completed the criteria or the condition. So fill them with light red fill and a dark red text. Fill them with a light red fill and a dark red text. Click on OK. And as I scroll through this range, you will see that values which exceed 40,000, can you see this, have got this coloring. So which was the option I used? I selected the data. I did not take the label. So just below the label, select the entire data. Go to conditional formatting. Highlight cell rules greater than. Highlight cell rules are greater than. Is that clear, everyone? Highlight cell rules greater than. Please try this. We will do it together. Select the column. Okay, select the column. Okay. Go to conditional formatting. Highlight cell rules greater than and use 40,000 as the number. Now, by default, you get this light red fill with dark red text. But there are other options also over here, like a yellow fill or a green fill, which you can use. And if you don't like any of these, I repeat, if you do not like any of these, you can always go into custom format and you can go into fill and choose a color of your choice. And now it is this custom color which has been applied to this. Now suppose I go to this cell and I change the value to 15,500. You will see that the color gets removed. This shows that the rules of conditional formatting are active all the time. And if you change the data within the cells, automatically the rules will get applied and executed and the values will be shown. In order to clear the rules, suppose nothing is selected on your sheet. Suppose nothing is selected on your sheet and you wish to clear your rules. You will go to conditional formatting and under clear rules, you will say clear rules from entire sheet. clear rules from entire sheet will remove all the rules of conditional formatting from your sheet. It will remove all the rules of conditional formatting from your sheet. So I want you to remove the rules of conditional formatting from here before we go ahead. Click on conditional formatting and here you will see highlight cell rules less than. Less than is similar to greater than. So I am going to try between. Here we can highlight cell rules between two numbers. So for example, if I want to highlight the values between 15,000 and 30,000, I can use between. So click on between. So provide the lower range, which is 15,000. Provide the upper range, which is 30,000. What does this mean? That if it falls between 15,000 to 30,000, it will color it. I repeat, if it falls between 15,000 to 30,000, it will color it. Click on OK. And here, when you scroll to the top of the column, you will see these colors between 15 to 30,000. Please try this one, everyone. I hope you all are practicing as we are doing the commands, because that is the easiest way in order to remember and learn effectively. Okay, super. Let us now go and try something different. And here, if I want to highlight all the people who are working on contract basis, I repeat, I would like to highlight everyone who is working on contract basis. Control Shift and down in the status column. Go to conditional formatting. Click on highlight cell rules. And here I will choose equal to, because I want to look for instances where it is equal to contract. Here I will choose equal to because I want to look for instances where it is equal to contract. Click on equal to, write contract, change the color of the fill to probably a different color like green. Click on OK, and you will see wherever there is contract, the status in that column is highlighted. Wherever there is contract, the status in that column is highlighted. I'm copy pasting one column, which is I'm copy pasting the product ID column and getting it in this data. The reason I'm copy pasting this is I showed you equal to, but if I want to show you contains, I need this as my reference material. In order to show you contains, I need the product ID column as my reference material. Now, equal to will equal to the entire text. So, equal to will look for the entire text contained, the entire text contract. But suppose I'm looking for a code like this or a code like this within the entire series, or an instance where there is a double A coming in a PAN card number. If I am looking for something like this, and if my criteria is fulfilled, I would like to format them based on this criteria, then I will use contains. Contains in conditional formatting will look for a particular string of text within the whole thing. I repeat, it will look for a particular string of text within the whole thing. So go to the product ID column, Control Shift and down to select the entire data. Then go to the conditional formatting and click on highlight cell rules. Click on text that contains, and here I will write PH. You will see wherever there is PH, it will get highlighted. Wherever there is PH, it will get highlighted. Especially towards the end. So with contains, you can look for instances or a particular series of data. With contains, you can look for instances or a particular series of data. Please try contains, everyone. Okay, super. So everyone is done with contains and everyone has done with equal. Now, in this column of conditional formatting, we also have a section which is called as top bottom rules. Now, as the name suggests, top will highlight the top 10 or the top 20 or the top 5 items, and bottom similarly will highlight the bottom 5, the bottom 10 or the bottom 20 items. So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the years column. For this, I'm going to go to the years column. Control Shift and down arrow key to select all the data. Go to conditional formatting and under top bottom rules, click on top 10 items. After selecting the data, under conditional formatting, top bottom rules, go to top 10 items. Now here they will show you top 10 items and you can reduce it to top 5 as well. Click on OK and you will see the top 5 highest number of years worked has got highlighted. If you want to check if it is properly done, I suggest select the whole data. Okay, select the entire data. Control Shift down arrow key. Go to data, go to sort and sort by years column. And instead of ascending order, take descending order. Click on it. Can you see over here? So these are the highest values. In this way, you can check whether your answers are correct. Now to remove the rules of conditional formatting or to clear the formatting from the data, you'll go to conditional formatting and under clear rules, you have from entire sheet. Now what does clear rules from entire sheet do? Clear rules from entire sheet will clear the rules from the entire sheet. I repeat, clear rules from entire sheet will clear the rules from the entire sheet. But you also have one which is called from selected cells. For example, if these two columns are selected and I go to conditional formatting, clear rules from selected cells. Clear rules from selected cells will remove the conditional formatting only from these two columns. Clear rules from selected cells will only remove the rules of conditional formatting from these two columns. So if you are looking at removing all instances of conditional formatting, use this clear rules from entire sheet. If you only want to remove conditional formatting from certain cells, then use this option. Now you will see that all the conditional formatting rules have been removed from this sheet. Just like you have greater than, you also have top, just like you have top 10. You also have bottom 10 items. So select the data, go to conditional formatting, click on bottom 10 items, and here it will fill the lowest 10 values with this color. As you scroll through the data, you will be able to see. In order to clear the rules, go back to conditional formatting, go to clear rules from entire sheet. Now, in conditional formatting, we have something which is called as data bars. Okay, there is something which is called as data bars. In data bars, what happens is they fill up the cell based on the value in the cell. Data bars will fill up the cell with the value in the cell. Now, what does data bars do? Data bars will fill up the cell with the value in the cell. So, if the number is a larger number, it will fill more quantity of color. If the number is a smaller number, it will fill less color in the cell. Let us try this out. Basically, in case of data bars, it knows your top values, it knows your bottom values, and it will fill color based on the highest and the lowest values. Let us have a look. Select the salary column, go to conditional formatting, go to data bars, and here you have two types of fill. One is called gradient fill, the other is called solid fill. I repeat, one is called gradient fill, the other is called solid fill. Now, solid fill will fill only red or blue or white or any other flat color in it. So, solid fill will fill a solid color in it, whereas gradient will fill a combination of two colors. Gradient will fill a combination of two colors. So, a color along with white, any color along with white will be filled. So, if you are looking at solid fill, go ahead with solid fill. If you want gradient fill, go with gradient. Now, see over here, 69,000 is a big number. You will see more portion is filled with color, whereas 14,000 is a smaller number and you will see less color filled. You also have negative numbers which are filled. So, see this. So, when there is a negative number, see what happens? It draws a demarcation dotted line and the negative number color comes towards the left side, the fill, whereas in case of positive number, the fill color comes to the right. Also, the negative number is denoted in a bracket. So, try this out, please, everyone. Data bars. Okay, great. Thank you everyone for letting me know that you have completed. Similarly, we can also use the data bars on the year column. So Control Shift and down, select the whole year column, go to conditional formatting, go to data bars, and let us choose a gradient fill. And see how the gradient fill appears. So 35 is the highest number. You will see maximum color filled. Whereas as you scroll down and the number of years reduce, you will see less color. Can you see this? So as the numbers reduce, you will see very less color. And for number 1, you will see very, very less color because it is the smallest number in the entire column. I'm going to come here down and select this whole thing and delete it because this is getting very misleading. So now it is in line with this. Let us clear the conditional formatting. So click on conditional formatting, click on clear rules and say from entire sheet. Now, in these instances of conditional formatting, which we have explored in today's session, we have not managed to highlight the entire row. So sometimes you may have a requirement where you would want the entire row to get selected. I repeat, sometimes you may have a requirement where you may want the entire row to get selected. In such a scenario, we use something which is called as a formulae to determine which cells to format. Sometimes you may want the entire row to get highlighted, and in that case, we look for this particular option which is called as use formulae to determine which cells to format. So for example, if I want to color all the cells or highlight all the cells which are below 15,000, so I'm going to select the whole data. Control Shift and down. Because if it is below 15,000, I want the entire row of data to get highlighted. Go to conditional formatting. Click on new rule. So under conditional formatting, I'm going to new rule. In new rule, you will use this option which is called as use a formulae to determine which cells to format. Use a formulae to determine which cells are going to be formatted. Use a formulae to determine which cells to format. And here I can start writing my formula. Here I can start writing my formula. Scroll to the top of the data and we will start writing the formulae like this. This formulae written is very similar to the if condition, but it doesn't have true value, it doesn't have false value, and it doesn't have the if. I repeat, it doesn't have if, it doesn't have true value, it doesn't have false value. But the writing methodology, as you write, you will realize is very similar to the if condition. Begin with an equal to sign and refer to the first cell of the salary. Now, when it refers to the first cell, it will show me $H and $5. Now, yesterday when we did the dollar function, I explained to you all that when dollar is used before the column and before the row, the whole cell gets locked. I repeat, when dollar is used before the column and the row, the whole cell gets locked. But here, I want to apply the formulae to the entire range. I repeat, here I want to apply the formulae to the entire range. So yes, $H is fine. Remove the dollar from 5 because $H is okay because I'm considering H column. But I want the rows to be H6, H7, H8, H9. I would like my rows to change. That is why only the H column will be constant, but the rows will change. I will say less than 15,000. So this is my criteria or my condition. I am looking for instances where my salary is less than 15,000. I repeat, if my salary is less than 15,000, okay, I want to highlight it. Now, once you finish writing your criteria or your condition, the important part is the format. Can you see no format set? This shows that currently no formatting has been set. I repeat, currently no formatting has been set. In order to set the format, click on Format, Click on format and choose a color. For example, I would like to choose red color. So the red is going to be my fill. If I want to give a different font color, click on font and default font is black. I can choose white. And if I want it to be bold, I will click on bold. Click on OK and this is how my preview of my formatting looks like. Click on OK and here you will see wherever the salary is less than 15,000, you will see the whole row of data being highlighted. If I go and change the salary to 14,500, you will see the row gets highlighted. I'm going to go back here in conditional formatting, manage rule, and I'm going to copy paste this rule. I'm going to go and copy paste this rule so that you can try it out. But at the same time, I'm going to repeat this thing. I'm going to copy paste the rule, but I'm going to repeat it. In order to clear the rules, go to conditional formatting, go to clear rules and say from entire sheet. Again, I'm going to select the whole data now below the labels. So we do not select the labels in conditional formatting because in that case, it also ends up formatting the labels. So select the whole data, go to conditional formatting, and under conditional formatting, we will choose new rule. Under conditional formatting, we will choose new rule. Use formulae to determine which cells to format. Click here, scroll to the top of the data, select the first cell of the salary, remove the dollar sign from the row 5, and now I will say if it is greater than 70,000. So what am I looking for? Now I'm looking for salaries of a higher range. I am looking for salaries which are more than 70,000. Now we need to set the formatting. So click on format. This is a very important step because what happens is we get so caught up in writing this formulae. Yes, it happens to all of us. We get so caught up in writing this formulae that we do not end up going and applying the formatting. So in spite of the formulae being correct, but if there is no formatting, you will not see any coloring on your sheet. Click on format, click on fill, choose green color, only fill color. This is how your formatting will look and click on OK. As you scroll through the data, you will see wherever it is more than 70,000, the whole row of data will be highlighted. I will write down this formula also in the chat box for you all. Is equal to $H 5 greater than 70,000. Please try this everyone and then we'll go ahead. Okay, this time we are going to try conditional formatting. I repeat, this time we're going to try conditional formatting on the department. So basically, we are going to look for the department logistics. So wherever it is logistics, we will make sure that the whole row gets highlighted. Select the data just below the labels. Let's go to conditional formatting. And under conditional formatting, let us go to new row. Use formulae to determine which cells to format. Use formulae to determine which cells to format. Now let us come here and let us look for department logistics. Since we are looking for department logistics, we will be considering the department column. I repeat, since we are looking for department logistics, we will be considering the logistics which is in the department column. So begin with an equal to sign. Select the first cell of the department and you will as usual get $D $5. But we would like our row entries to change. So we would like it to go on as D6, D7, D8, D9 and so on. So we will remove the dollar sign from 5. However, since the department is in column D, we will fix column D with the dollar sign. However, since the department is in column D, we will lock column D with the dollar sign. Is equal to, and into inverted commas, we will write the text logistics. I had copied the text of logistics in order to avoid any potential spelling error. I had copied the spelling in order to avoid any possible error. So here we are looking for instances where the department is logistics. Go to format and let us choose the color. Say OK. So here we have written our criteria or our condition. We have also given the formatting that we want. All we have to do now is click on OK. Now you will see wherever it is logistics, the whole row is highlighted. If manufacturing becomes logistics, you will see the row gets highlighted. And if logistics becomes manufacturing, you will see the color gets removed. So you will see that the rules of conditional formatting are running on your cells all the time. If you make a change in the data, which is belonging to the criteria or the condition, based on what you want to format, the rules get erased. I repeat, if you make a change in the data, okay, you will see that the rules get erased. Or if something gets changed to logistics, or if logistics is removed from somewhere, in either cases, you will see that your data and the formatting on your data changes. Please try this, everyone, where there is text, and let me know when you're complete. Let me know when you all complete, everyone. Have you all completed trying this where the entire row gets highlighted, everyone? Does anyone have any questions or queries till now? Okay, let us go ahead. Now I'm going to clear out the formatting from these cells, from the entire sheet. And now let me explain to you what is the if condition along with the and condition. In order to understand the if condition along with the and condition, and as the name suggests, checks for the presence of multiple criteria or conditions. If both the conditions are fulfilled, then and will display the true value, else it will display the false value. So for example, I can look for contract and salary more than 20,000. What am I looking for? I'm looking for status contract and the salary should be more than 20,000. If this is fulfilled, then I would like the true value to be displayed. Else, I would like the false value to be displayed. So this is the if condition. And now I'm showing you how to use the if condition along with the and condition. Is everyone clear with the simple if condition? Is everyone clear with the simple if condition? Is everyone clear with the simple if? Yes? Okay. Now, when we write the if condition along with the and condition, when we write the if condition along with the and condition, it's written in this manner. Begin with the equal to sign. Then write the if condition. Open a bracket. This was how we began the if condition. Now, when we add the and function or the and operator, as we call it, to this particular function, we write and open the bracket again. You will see a reddish or a pinkish bracket which opens. Within this red or pink bracket, I repeat, within this red or pink bracket, you will put in all your criterias and your conditions. I repeat, you will put in all your criterias and all your conditions within this bracket. So what am I going to do? I'm going to click on status hourly, select the first cell, and I will say is equal to, I will write my condition, that is contract. This is my first condition, comma. Within this bracket of and, you put in your conditions, 2 conditions or 3 conditions. Now, what will and do? If all the conditions inside the bracket are fulfilled, and will show you the true value. I repeat, if all the conditions inside the bracket are fulfilled, and will show you true value. But if they are not fulfilled, then and will show you the false value. I will explain it further once we apply the condition. So here we are looking for status contract and select the first cell of salary should be greater than 20,000. Close the bracket, comma. Value if true. What does value if true mean? Value if true means if your criteria or your condition is fulfilled, what will be displayed? So here let me write bonus. Since bonus is text, I am putting it in double inverted comma. The rule for text and double inverted comma is the same right through any function or formulae of Excel. So for any function or formulae for Excel, you will still put text in double inverted commas, comma. Now, if my criteria are not fulfilled, or if one criteria is fulfilled, the other is not. In both cases, false value will be displayed. True value, that is bonus, will only be displayed if both conditions are fulfilled. I repeat, the true value will only be displayed if both conditions are fulfilled. Open quotes, space bar, close quotes, close the bracket, hit enter. And here you will see a blank cell because it is hourly and it is 15,000. Here you have contract and you have 23,000. Let us drag the formulae down and copy it in this column and see the change. Here both conditions are fulfilled. Here both are fulfilled. Here one condition is fulfilled. Salary is more than 20,000, but it is half time. So you're getting the false value. So if both are fulfilled, only then true value appears. If both are not fulfilled, okay, like this case, it is full time and less than 20,000. So both are not fulfilled, false value. Any one is fulfilled, also false value. So when does the false value appear? False when any one is fulfilled or both are not fulfilled. So false value will be shown only when any one is fulfilled or when both are not fulfilled. I'm going to copy paste this formula in chat box and we are going to write it again one more time in order to get a better idea. So let me begin with an equal to sign, write the condition if, open the bracket. Now this is the simple if condition, but if you want to add the AND operator, which checks for the presence of more than one criteria or condition, you will write the AND operator here. Open the bracket. Now within the bracket of the AND operator now, you will put in your criterias or your conditions. Within the bracket of the AND operator here, you will put in your criterias or your conditions. Now here, what am I looking for? I am looking for status should be contract. Select the first cell of the status equal to open inverted commas and write the text contract, close inverted commas. This is my first criteria or my first condition that I am searching for, comma. Select the salary cell, the first one just below the label should be greater than 20,000. Close the bracket. So when we close the bracket, we have closed the bracket for the AND operator. And we want the items in the bracket to be fulfilled. If both the items in the bracket are fulfilled, true value will be displayed, else false value will be displayed. Comma, what is the value if true? I repeat, what is the value if true? I want bonus, so open inverted comma, since bonus is text, and write bonus, close inverted commas, comma. What should I show for false value? I just want to show a blank cell with a hyphen. So for false value, I'll open inverted commas, hyphen, close inverted commas. Since hyphen is also considered as text, it is denoted by inverted commas. Close the bracket, hit enter, and this is a hyphen because the conditions are not fulfilled. Come to the corner, double click, and you will see that I have copied the formula to the entire range of cells. I have copied the formula to the entire range of cells. Try everyone and let me know if you have any questions or queries. We will then consider one more where we will look for job rating and we will look for department quality control. Let me know when you all have completed it so that I can go ahead with the next question. Okay. Has everyone completed? Let me know in chat box so that I can go ahead with the next question. The next question also we will do with and condition. Okay, I'm going to write the question here so that you have an idea of the question. If department, quality control, and job rating 5. This is my question which I'm going to consider next. Let us begin with an equal to sign. If open bracket. After writing if, since we have more than one condition which we are going to look for, we have to add the and operator. And operator checks for the presence of more than one criteria or condition. So if you have 2 conditions or you have 3 conditions, then we will use the and operator. Open bracket. Click on the first cell just below the label of department and we will write is equal to into inverted commas quality control. Now I generally copy paste the text and keep, or I keep it as an external reference because it really helps in avoiding errors because of typo or because of wrong spelling. So please make sure that you take care of spellings because it doesn't make allowances for spelling mistakes. Comma, job rating should be 5. So select the first cell of the job rating, write is equal to sign, and since it is a number, I can write it as it is. I repeat, since job rating is a number, I can write it as it is. Close bracket, comma. Value if true. Now, if my condition is fulfilled, I repeat, if my criteria or my condition is fulfilled, the value if true is the true value which I would like to display. And for true value, I would like to give them travel allowance. So I will write into inverted commas TA, that is travel allowance, comma. And for false value, if I want to show a blank cell, I'll do inverted commas, space bar, close inverted, close bracket. The 2 conditions which I want to check are within the and operators bracket. Then I have my true value and then I have my false value. I'm copying the condition so that I can paste it in chat for y'all. And here you can see that the formula gets completed. Please try everyone with and operator. Please let me know when you all complete. I'm going to give you all one question which you all are going to do on your own. This is the question. I'm going to copy paste it in chat box for y'all. Always remember and condition will check for the presence of more than one criteria or condition, and only when both the criteria or the conditions are fulfilled, then the true value will be displayed, else the false value will be displayed. So finish the ones which I have showed you all and then attempt this question, please. Try this question and let me know. Try this question and I'm going to do it for you all so that you all can check your answers. When you all finish it, put the formula in chat so that I can check your formula, everyone, please. Copy paste your formulas in chat so that we can check the formula. If someone wants me to repeat this again, let me know. I can repeat it one more time. We can go through it in a step-by-step manner so that you can understand it better. Yes, I will repeat, sure. So begin with an equal to sign, write the if condition and open the bracket. So every function or formulae begins with an equal to sign. Then you write the name of the function and open the bracket. After you open the bracket, we will be writing the AND operator because we want to merge multiple conditions and check for the presence of multiple conditions. So is equal to if, open bracket, then write the AND operator, open the bracket. Once you write the AND operator, a reddish bracket will open. Once you write the AND operator, a reddish bracket will open. Then click on the first cell just below the label of department is equal to, and since process development is text, write it in inverted commas. Close the inverted comma. This is your first criteria or condition. Suppose you had only one criteria or condition, that is only process development. Then you would not need the AND operator. You could use the normal if criteria or the if condition. But because there are two conditions, that is, it should be process development department and the number of years worked should be more than 20, we use the AND operator. Comma, select the number of years worked greater than 20. Since 20 is a number, we do not put it in double inverted comma. We write it as it is. Since 20 is a number, we don't use it in inverted comma. We write it as it is. Close the bracket. Now this is the bracket which is closed of the AND operator. This is the bracket which has been closed of the AND operator. Now if you put a comma, you will see value if true is highlighted. When you put a comma, you will see value if true is highlighted. Value if true means if your criterias or your conditions which you put in the bracket of the AND operator are fulfilled, what will be displayed? So if it is true, we are giving them insurance benefit. I repeat, if it is true, we are giving them insurance benefit. So open inverted commas, close inverted commas. Open inverted comma, write insurance benefit, close inverted comma. Comma. What is value if false? That means if your criteria or your condition, I repeat, if your criteria or your condition is not fulfilled, then we will be displaying none. Now, since the text none is a text, we will have to write it in inverted commas again. So open inverted commas, write none, close the inverted comma, close the bracket, hit enter. And here you will come to the corner of the cell and drag it down. Now, wherever both the conditions are fulfilled, you will see the text insurance benefit being displayed. Wherever the conditions are not fulfilled, you will see the text none being displayed. I'm copy pasting this in the chat. Please try everyone this one. Please try this one, everyone. Did everyone complete this? Let me know in the chat box. If you all have written the formula on your own by giving external reference, let me know that as well. I'll show you one example of an external reference with the AND condition. Okay. Now, when we are giving an external reference, I repeat, when we are giving an external reference, we refer to a cell which contains what we are searching for. And so that when we drag our formulae down and the reference should not change, we lock it by using the dollar sign. So is equal to if condition open bracket and condition open bracket. So because we have multiple criteria or condition, we are using AND operator. So begin with an equal to sign, write and open the bracket. Now the bracket which opens for AND, within that you write your conditions. So select the first cell over here, just below the label of department, is equal to, and refer to this process development. Now, when I'm referring to process development, we will use the dollar sign to lock it. Why? Because when I drag my sum down, I do not want the reference to change. When I drag my formulae down, I do not want my formulae to change. I don't want my reference to change. Comma, this is my first condition. So select the first cell just below the label and refer to process development, which is written here. Now, why am I locking process development? Because when I come here and I complete the formulae and I drag this downwards, I want all items in column D. I repeat, I want all items in column D to only look for process development. I don't want process development's reference to change, right? Comma, select the number of years worked should be greater than 20, close bracket. And now you will write your true value or your value if true. What will I do? Comma, write insurance, benefit, close inverted comma, comma. And now the false value is again a text. So write none in inverted comma, close bracket, enter. Come to the corner, drag the formulae down, come to the corner, drag the formulae down, and you will see that the reference has changed for the column D. That means here it's considering D5. See the formula D6. See the formula D7. See the formula D8. See the formula D9. So it will keep coming down. It will keep coming down. Please try this, everyone. Please try this, everyone. With an external reference written. Yes, absolutely, sir. The video has got recorded and I will be sharing the link immediately after today's session so that before next week's session, you can go through the video. Absolutely. Yes, perfect. Yes, we will be doing that. I have some questions here for you all on logical function. I have some questions here for you all. There are 3 questions here. I would like you all to solve it before we wind up today's session. These are with the simple if condition. I repeat, these are with the simple if condition. These are with the simple if condition. Please try them, everyone. I'm repeating the first one over here for people who have just joined in. If number of years worked more than 20, then bonus. So let's go to the logical function page here. Go to the logical function here. And we're looking where the number of years worked is more than 20. I repeat, I'm looking for where the number of years worked is more than 20. So begin with an equal to sign. Write the simple if condition, open the bracket. Begin with an equal to sign. Write the simple if condition and open the bracket. Refer to the first cell just below the label. I repeat, in the years column, refer to the first cell just below the label. Then write greater than 20 in order to look for the number of years worked more than 20. Then write greater than 20 to look for number of years worked more than 20. comma. Now, if they have worked more than 20 years, I would like to allot a bonus. I repeat, if they have worked more than 20 years, I would like to allot a bonus. So, open inverted commas, bonus, close inverted comma, comma. Now you will see value if false is highlighted, and if the condition more than 20 years worked is not fulfilled, if they work for 18 years or 15 years, then the false value will be displayed. Since the false value is nil, which is also a text, we will write it in inverted commas. So write nil, close inverted commas and close. Hit enter. Come to the corner of the cell and double click. And here you will see that if the condition is not fulfilled, nil is being displayed as text, and if the condition is fulfilled, then bonus is displayed. This is the first question. These are the remaining questions. Please solve them using the same data set, everyone. And as you copy paste or as you type in the formulae, please put a copy of the formulae in the chat box so that I can assess your answers. Please put a copy of your formulae in the chat box so that I can assess your answers. How many of you all have finished the first one? Let me know done. If you all have done the first one, then start the second one, please. Those who finish the first one, start with the second and then follow with the third. These are simple if condition questions. These are simple if condition questions, everyone. In 2 more minutes, I will start solving the question so that you can check your answers. In 2 more minutes, I will start solving the questions so that you can check your answers. Okay, I'm going to solve the second and the third question. So the second question is, if the status is half time, convert it to full time. So I'm going to go to the sheet and I'm going to look for status half time. So is equal to if condition open bracket is equal to if condition open bracket. Take the first cell of the status just below the label is equal to and into inverted commas. Let us look for half hyphen time. Close inverted commas, comma. If this is half time, the question says make it full time. So again inverted commas, full time is what we want to convert it to, comma. And for false value, empty cell, open quote, space bar, close quotes. Come to the corner, double click, and we've completed the column. Let us look for the next question. This one is, if the salary is less than 20,000, add 5,000 to the salary. So here we are looking for salary values which are less than 20,000. So for example, 8,000. What will happen? 5,000 will get added to the value. 5,000 will get added to the value. So is equal to if open bracket, select the salary, less than 20,000 is what we are searching for, comma. If it is less than 20,000, then salary plus 5,000. That is your miscellaneous, correct? Comma. Otherwise, if you want hyphen, you do open quotes, hyphen, close quotes. Close your bracket, hit enter, and you've completed the formula. Come to the corner and double. Please try this, everyone. And if you want comma as a separator, you can use this from here as comma separator. You don't want the decimal, you can decrease the decimal. So this is your question 3 and this is your question 2. I'll copy paste all the formulas in chat so that you have reference. First formula. So with this, we come to an end with today's session. I'm open for question and answers now. So if you have any questions or queries, please do let me know. If you want any topic that was covered today to be repeated, let me know. I will repeat that. Overall, I would like to ask you all that I hope you are comfortable with the methodology of teaching, the language clarity, and the pace of learning. The idea of the training program is so that you are in a better position to more skillfully use Excel in a seamless manner in your day-to-day work environment. So please do let me know if there are any changes that we can do to the training style in order to help you to learn better. So thank you so much everyone for your time and for actively participating in today's session. If condition, conditional formatting, formulas and functions are not very simple, so in case you feel overwhelmed with the quantity of information covered with you, please do have a look at the video before joining for the next session. It will really help you. It will work like a recap for you all. The playlist link has already been shared with you. The videos after every session will be added to the playlist. Okay, let us call it a day. So let us stop for the session. Just check the chat. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And have a great weekend, everyone. Our next session is scheduled for the 31st of October, 3:30 p.m. UAE time. So please do join for the session. Thank you so much, everyone.